welcome to Talk Wrestling in HD here on YouTube, and of course, the best wrestling website in the entire world. I'm paid to say that, but just go with me, okay? NoDQ.com. Thank you all for watching. Today's topic is going to be about WWE's tag team division. And don't worry, I'm going to talk about TNA too, because their tag team division isn't so good either. But we'll talk about WWE mainly. I have 3 different questions, 2 from the same guy, but we'll go ahead and read them off. This is from Tabsy619. What has happened to the tag team division? They spent a year building it up, yet now the only time we see the Hart Dynasty before they lost the titles was a pointless cage match. Why did WWE undo all their hard work every time they rebuild the division? And the 2 from Brick City Forever, who we heard from the other day. In hindsight, do you think creative disbanding Crime Time was a bad idea? JTG is in mid-card hell, we talked about mid-card hell before, and jobbing, while Shad hasn't been seen since Extreme Rules. It seems like a matter of time before both are fired. Your thoughts? And he also asks, how long do you think Nexus will last? Since Wade Barrett is now competing for the WWE Championship, do you think the rest of them should compete for the tag title since there's nothing else for them to do? Tabsy. Yeah, it seems every time WWE builds up a division and builds a storyline around the championship, they build and build and build and build, and then they have the climax of that storyline, and then it goes in. We have the Cruiserweight division. The Cruiserweight division was built up and built up and built up, and then they go to the Great American Bash in 08, and they have Hornswoggle win it, and it looks like it's going to be some sort of fun storyline with Hornswoggle constantly getting away with things and somehow retaining the championship, and then they go and take the title away, and then they dissolve the title altogether. The women's division has done the same thing to a certain extent, and they kept the Divas title of the women's title, which is such a bunch of bull. But, whatever. We're not talking about that today. The tag team division, yes. They built up this unified tag title match at WrestleMania 2009, and the Colognes won, and they were the unified champions, and then Edge and Jericho won it, and then Jericho and Big Show became the champions, and they held it forever. DX held it, Show Miz held it, the Hearts had it, and now Cody and Drew. I couldn't even think. I was just talking to you about it. Cody and Drew are the champions. And it seems like they're not really doing a whole lot to get behind the tag champions at this point. I don't know why they do that with their divisions. I don't know. I wish I did know because it'd make me feel so much better. Brick City, Crime Time disbanding was probably a bad idea in hindsight, as you said. One of the better tag teams they had in WWE, and they decided to have them feud instead. And they had their big blow-off at Extreme Rules earlier this year. Earlier this year. And now we have nothing. JTG is doing crap, and Shad, I thought Shad got released. Was it me, or did he get... I thought he got fired. I could have sworn he did. But he hasn't been seen since Extreme Rules, so I don't know what his status is. And as far as Nexus goes, they are always contenders for championships. Wade Barrett, of course, is the main guy, so he'll be contending for the World or WWE Championships, depending on what brand they're on. Right now they're on Raw, so they're competing for the WWE Championship. But I think any combination of those guys are a threat to the WWE Tag Team Championships. You got to remember, Nexus has been the most dominant stable of this year, the most dominant stable in recent memory. Faction stable, whatever you want to call them, and those guys are, consistently and, always a threat. Consistently and always doesn't mean the same thing, but that's okay. They're a threat. They're a threat to anything they go after, and, when John Cena joined the ranks, it became even more so, because John Cena is always a threat. So, I wish the WWE would improve their tag team division. I'm a big fan of tag team wrestling, and TNA, they're doing good things. They're having the Motor City Machine Guns hold the tag team titles. They're having, Generation Me challenge for the tag team titles. Bound for Glory showed, how important the tag team titles are. And before that, the great match with Generation Me and the Bucks at No Surrender. I think that's what it was. Forget now. But those two teams are the tag team division in TNA. And you've got Beer Money as a constant threat. You've got, God, there's a whole bunch of other teams in TNA. And you can throw teams together, you know. Nobody in wrestling is above throwing together a makeshift team. We've seen that. What do you guys think of tag team wrestling? What's your opinion on that? Send me some comments. Send me some emails. Emails at the end of every show. You can email me what... Ah! Jesus! Black cat crossing my path. Must be close to Halloween. Ah! Anyway, we'll see you next time on Talk Wrestling. See you next time.